Welcome back, guys. This is Audio Dungeon. I'm Tony Hansen, joined by Vin B and Vinny Pro. And today we're on TABLETOPIA.com, and we're looking at the game called Mintworks. If you're not familiar with TABLETOPIA.com, it's a place where you can go online and play virtually with anyone in the world your favorite favorite board game. And in this case, we're looking at Mintworks, and we're going to show you exactly how intuitive and easy it is to actual play. So right now we're looking at the bottom right-hand side of your screen, and you're going to see the video interface. So that's built into the software of the system. And the great thing is that it's $4.99 on top of your subscription, but only one person needs to have it in your whole group there. And once you activate it for your group, everyone has access to it. You also have audio capability, as you would imagine, and you, of course, have text chat right below that. So let's talk about the interface. It's a 3D interface. It's very easy to move around. It kind of reacts and moves to how you would expect. You have different planes because it is a 3D environment. And it also comes with a cool perspective change with the camera feature. So I've already programmed a few in right now. By pressing the numbers 1, 2, 3, and so on, I can switch the different camera modes that I have planned. And that's great for the game. You want to swoop around, take a look at something. And what to note is that I'm not hogging the interface by doing this. Everyone has their own. And when I make moves and move the camera around, I'm only doing that for myself. So they're seeing what they're seeing. I'm seeing what I'm seeing, and they don't conflict with each other. So right now, if I want to look at this card, and say I wanted to zoom in like this by double clicking, or I want to just come over here and look at it, I'm looking at it, no one else is. And if I like that view, I can press shift and a number. I'll make up one. We'll say shift and 6. If I do shift 6, it'll save the camera to that view. Now, if I drop the shift and just press 6, it'll go right back to that view. And that's how you do it. It's pretty easy. Let's go to Vinny Pro right now. Who's going to take you through the game and how it works.
So Mintworks is a very simple game, very easy to get into. The thing I love about this game is that everything about it is self-explanatory. So the rule book is like 3 pages long, like no joke. And the whole objective is to get 7 stars to score out and complete the phase, right? So there's 2 phases. There's a development phase, and then there's an upkeep phase. So to start the game, right, you decide who goes first by who has the freshest breath. Unfortunately, we're all virtual, so we got to take each other's word for it here. Tony, you're good? All right. Yeah. So the first thing you would do is, right, you would turn around and say, okay, I want to buy a supply thing, right? So I'm going to take 2 of my mints. I'm going to drop them on the supplier card, right? And I'm going to take the museum piece, which is 2 mints. Very easy. Just pick up the 2 mints, drop both of them on top of one another, put them on top of one another. Yep. All right, and then you would take the museum card, put it into your neighborhood, and put it face down. Stealing cards already.
Yeah.
So now you can flip the card too, to put it into your neighborhood, to put it face down. All right, and that card is not developed yet. So knowing that the card is backside up, you know the card is not developed, it's not in play, but it's in your hand. And then you would continue on to the next player. The next player might want to turn around and say, go use the producer card, right? So you would take one of your mints, put it on the producer card. Top left corner. Yep. All right. And then in turn, that would gain you 2 more mints, which you're going to take out of the bag. And there's multiple ways of doing that. You can take them one at a time like Tony is right now. Or you can right-click on the bag and select how many mints you want. And then it would put it on the table. Click it, drag it, put it into your supply. Then the next player would go. He would choose which card he wants. Let's say he wants, what is that? The crowdfunder, right? Crowdfunder. He puts 1 mint down on the card. So take one of the mints from the green player's hand. Put it on the crowdfunder card. All right. And in turn, that's going to give him 3 mints. So you're going to go to the bag, right-click on the bag, hit the number 3. Going to pull 3 mints out. Just grab the first one, and it should drag all 3 automatically. Yep. Bring it right to your player's hand. Drop them right there. And now the phase also says that every additional player also gets 1 more mint. So you would then drag 1 more mint from the bag and place it in front of each player. As the game progresses, you also need to flip cards as well. So you'll see at the bottom, there's 2 cards that are not flipped. So, Vin, can you show us how you would go about flipping the cards?
Sure. So if you mouse over there's two ways to flip the cards. One is, Tony, if you mouse over it and right click on the card, they'll have the flip icon right there. Or the easier way, once you get used to the game, is just mouse over it and press the F key, and you can flip it. Just the same with the other controls. You can also rotate through Q and E when the cards are rotatable. Although this one, I believe, the nice thing here is that the cards are sort of like in that magnet spot where when it drops in, it actually locks it to the spot. So that way you don't have cards accidentally overlapping each other and all of that. It keeps it nice and neat when you're playing the game.
So as you can see, it's pretty easy interface. Once again, this is TableTopia.com. This is MintWorks, and it's only one of thousands of games that you can play on Tabletopia. Video interface, the audio interface, text chat, and then obviously the 3D surface, different perspectives with the camera. Pretty easy to use, guys. And a lot of fun. That's it for Audio Dungeon. I'm Tony Hansen, joined by Vinny B and Vinny Pro, and we'll see you next time.